Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with us. It's Isaac and Luke from the MLO Bros. Joe from Youngstown Studio is here too, off camera. BJ's late for work today. And ladies and gentlemen, it is really hard to be the talent around here and have...
When you got to do everything.
And do everything.
You got to do everything.
And employees just think they can walk all over us. I see him walking in now. You can give him a little help.
It's 9:02.
It's 9:02. 2 minutes late. Our podcast starts at 9. And this fedora-wearing son of a gun
playing
thinks he's punk rock, thinks he can just come into work late.
Let's just stare at him.
Yeah.
Don't say it. Just stare at him.
This is the Inquisition.
Yeah, it's 9:02.
Little late there, BJ.
You're going to see us after we're done with this. We're going to have a little talk and a little write-up.
Hey, BJ, just kidding. But later on, when you're bored, go back and watch the beginning of this podcast.
What?
Because we were just talking about it. Because what do you want us in here?
Give us their speech of why we're doing this. We haven't done that in a while.
Oh, the speech. The speech is Youngstown Radio is dying. That's what we believe. No more morning news talk radio. So call in. We want to replace that. We want to be your Youngstown talk show. So that is what we are, Youngstown Talk Channel. So call in 330-595-1600. We have a variety of different topics. We are live in downtown Youngstown right now. Eventually, we want to get other shows for you to watch. Fill the void, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You turn us on in the morning when you get to work, turn us off when you go home. And that's Youngstown Talk Channel. So here we are. What do we have to talk about today,
well, before we started talking about it.
Yeah.
So last week, I was talking about Quaker Falls.
Okay.
And how nice it was.
Quaker Falls, where's it? It's in the other side of Poland.
Right over 224.
Right.
Into PA.
Right in PA.
In the Night Tracks, for all you drunks, it's right across the street from Night Tracks.
And it's like shooting distance from Poland. Like you're like 5-minute drive from a crazy waterfall. And people don't know about it. Yeah. I've been there once. People don't even know it's there.
It's like a 100-foot waterfall.
A legitimate cool ass waterfall.
And I was actually told, I was in the parking lot the other day. Somebody came up to me and they're like, hey, it's like some random person. I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're like,
trying to buy some weed?
No, watch your show. It's like, okay, awesome. They're like, you shouldn't talk about Quaker Falls. I'm like, why not? And they're like, because it's secret. I'm like, well, it's a state park. And they're like, yeah, we all go there, swim, and you and your brother are going to bring all kinds of people.
Such a Youngstown thing. It's another Youngstown thing where it's like, we don't want anybody here.
So
you're gonna bring out the shoebies.
So anyways, we brought somebody in. So Joe, you went.
Family went on Sunday.
What did you think of it?
It was amazing. It was probably, and we go every Sunday to a different state park. We travel hours away.
Okay.
And we have two, Yellow Creek and now Quaker Falls, as one of the best hiking places I've ever been
just
on.
Local.
Dude, it's amazing.
I gotta get out there.
Yeah.
So Joe, tell us about your experience. What happened with you out there?
So you got to set up the Quaker Falls. You got to walk down the stairs.
Yes.
And then you have to descend over the stairs
to this waterfall area.
To the waterfall area.
And that's the first waterfall.
We didn't do the stairs going in. We walked across the bridge and took the western entry.
That's the way I do.
Really tough.
Yeah.
And so you walk on these deer runs that are super tight, but overlooking the gorge. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you go down to the second waterfall. There's a second
waterfall down, which you could actually
go downstream.
Lucas jumped off of. It's like, you'd see the videos. It was like 10 feet, probably now 15 feet. It's pretty high.
Really?
Into the water. It's like 8 feet deep. He jumped in.
Oh, it's only 8 feet deep. That's kind of
He said he hit the bottom. He was fine.
He was fine.
Okay. And then that's where I stopped because I had my 3 boys with me. And Ben, I was literally my 7-year-old. It's a tough way to walk the creek.
And then you can get to some old ruins if you keep going.
Yeah,
we have the Quaker ruins. None of us Quaker Cemetery. Somebody's going to make it out there. Youngstown Pizza Review says, "Of course, Luke took the steps. That lazy SOB."
Jeremy, you are so uncoordinated and so overweight. All I see is you tumbling down into the
Jeremy just has a box of pizza open. And he's like, "Oh, look, a waterfall! Gracie, sweetheart, isn't it cool?"
It's just tumbling down.
He's like, "Dad, you want to go down to the waterfall?" "No, I'm good. I'm gonna stay right here and eat this pizza."
Just sweating down him. Oh, it's so gross. All right, sorry, Joe.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So you
as
tried to get to the
you
water.
tried to find the town, the like abandoned town.
Yeah, so we went around it all the way to the tracks, tried to make our way through over the power line right away. Couldn't get there; it was too thick.
It's
Yeah.
not
Didn't have any
marked-
tools.
It's not marked to get to this abandoned town graveyard site.
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen-
not. None of it is curated. Aside from the first falls where they have
Yeah.
the stairs, the rest of it is as primitive as you can get.
So
Cool.
as you're walking,
What happened?
Mhm.
so you're trying to maneuver your way.
Yeah, so we're on our way back. We're
Okay.
coming back. So we saw the 2 waterfalls, and then we hiked down through the river. And on the way back, we just decided, the trails were really hard to get through,
Yeah.
and we're wet already.
Yeah.
So we just decided to come all the way back up the river.
So you just
Right.
walking
Walk
up
the river. Just walk
So
the river.
you're not back in the far part. You're just walking up the river.
Right,
which is
walking right down the river.
probably a half a mile from your car.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we come around one of the bends, and in the middle of the river, there's this big boulder, and it's got a
We
platform.
call that House Rock. It's the big giant.
Yes.
Yeah. Lucas. No, we were calling it Quaker Oats rock. It's like a big giant
Huge.
rock. You can climb up on it. It's almost part of the trail
Yeah,
we're going through.
right.
Okay.
And so my wife whispers to me, she said, "Look on top of the rock," and we saw this little turquoise clothing in the air a little bit. She said, "I think they're having sex," and so we
You're with
slowed.
your son there.
Yeah, my son was there.
15-year-old, right? How old is he?
15. Yeah,
Okay.
and so we walked really slow because we
Did your 15-year-old son know what was going on?
No,
at
not
this
yet,
point?
not yet. So my wife was the first to look ahead and see something was going on. So we slowed down, giving them time to react to our. They knew we were there.
You're like,
Exactly.
Joe's walking up on the rock, and all he hears is,
And so we approached the rock, and there's no way around it.
No,
like the
'cause
only
you're
way
like
to
a
pass.
door. It's like a
Yeah.
straight
So you
door.
have to go over the rock that the dirty deed was being done on.
yeah, dude's
And
just
most
just
awkward.
laying pipe
quiet,
on Pride Rock.
No make eye contact.
Wait, did you make eye contact? That was my
No,
first question.
I did
What
not.
did they do? What
Did
were they
look at
doing?
you?
My wife said something to them, and it was super awkward. They were like, she made some kind of like, I don't know.
So really beautiful out here.
The weather-
today.
Wow, what a great area!
Man, this is beautiful.
This is so beautiful.
And they kind of moved off to where we had to go.
Did they have
over-
their clothes on when they were
Oh yeah,
moving?
she was in a bikini. He was in some swim trunks. So yeah,
How old?
they were 20s.
20, so
Yeah.
probably.
Dude, if I walked up on that, I would make it so awkward. I'd be like, "Nice, dude, nice."
Get,
Be like,
get it.
Yeah,
Get it, boy. Get it.
Were you like, honey, we gonna let them beat us? We're gonna match
Wait,
that?
what did your son say? Did he?
No, he didn't even notice. He was totally oblivious
He didn't
because
even-
we saw it in such a distance. We knew it was going on. By the time we got there,
Did
it
you
was
see
2
ass,
people
like, going up and
sunbathing.
down or anything? Or
No. It
nothing?
was when you're looking over it. I just saw the turquoise clothing being thrown, like being put on.
because they
Yeah.
knew somebody was coming.
Yeah,
That was a terrible spot to do that at.
you're
by
right.
the way,
But
'cause
like
right-
you said,
Highest point.
when
in the
you
entire
get when
area.
you get back to that point, there's nobody back there.
No.
So they're pretty safe that
Yeah.
nobody's gonna walk by except for us.
Wow.
like, honey,
Was it Saturday, Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah, see, that's you got. Yeah, no, that's bad.
honey, take your clothes off. I'm not gonna let this man best to me.
So
Like, what a place to.
So
What a
question-
place to. Hopefully, that guy's losing his virginity. Hopefully, he's like 18, just losing it on the rock.
Probably both live with their
I-
parents, so they couldn't do.
I can't think of a better place.
And
Yeah.
so I hope our run up on him was a core memory that they will never forget.
Oh,
Right,
100%. 100%. Question for you. So those of you have 40 people watching at home. Have you ever had that happen where you walk in or walk onto or whatever somebody publicly doing it? I have a story.
You do?
Yeah. McDonald's in Boardman,
Okay.
South Avenue. You know, there's the one by the gas
Yeah.
station.
Yeah.
I had to take a poop.
Okay.
A terrible, terrible poop.
Okay.
It is like a Tuesday at like noon.
Did you run into the bathroom and people are banging
Hold
in the
on.
bathroom?
I run into the bathroom.
Employees?
Hold on. Run into the bathroom. Noon on like a Tuesday. Go to open the door, and it's only one stall. Go to open the door,
Okay.
and it's locked. I'm like, oh, excuse me.
I gotta go.
I'm like, oh my god, excuse me. I hear like people shuffling. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, sorry, and nobody responds. But then I kind of look. I see 2 sets of legs, and I'm like, oh.
In the stall?
In the stall.
Oh, nice.
In the Boardman McDonald's bathroom.
Nice.
So I'm like, I'm gonna go out. So I go out and just wait. Because I'm like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be so Because me, I will embrace the awkwardness.
Right.
Out walk two like 60-year-old people.
60s. Good
60s.
Good for them.
60, an old guy and an old woman walk out. And they both make eye contact with me, like, hey, how's it going?
Good for them.
Like,
You know?
the guy looks at me, he's like, what's going on?
I
Lady head down, didn't even look at me.
I just picture the old people, they go in the morning to hang out at McDonald's, drink some coffee, eat an egg sandwich. You know those people that like the guys that go to McDonald's at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
One of those dudes picked up a chicken there and he's just
I'm imagining
good for him.
I'm thinking they were cheating, is what I'm thinking.
Why McDonald's? Like you just buy. I mean, you're a boomer. You got money.
McDonald's
Buy a hotel.
bathroom
Buy a hotel room,
in
guys.
Boardman. Why? Like,
Man, old people are so goddamn cheap. They won't even buy a hotel room to cheat. They got to go in the McDonald's bathroom like a bunch of
McDonald's bathroom.
eat a McGriddle and go in the.
Like, in what situation would you be doing that?
Our old people
Berlin
so
Lake.
cheap.
Here we go. Here's what core deal. Berlin Lake. We drove by a cove by the boat launch. Two people were not even trying to hide it.
Just on the boat launch.
Drove by a cove, so they were probably parked in the boat.
Nice.
Like, doing it.
In the boat. That's nice.
That'd
You got the rocking, the motion.
That would be a good
Yeah.
one. I'm trying to think about any other spot. You ever run into anybody?
I don't think
I
so.
mean, roommates and stuff in college, but that was like a normal thing.
Right.
So what's grosser, having sex in a bathroom stall or on a rock that has bacteria and moss growing out of it?
natural.
Bathrooms.
I think bathrooms way grosser.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
you're out in nature. You're one with
you're
nature.
doing it like our ancestors.
Yeah.
Like
just
the cave-
staking your claim
Yeah.
forever on that rock.
Have you ever done it in public?
I mean, in like cars. Like
That's not really public.
no,
It's
I'm
a
trying to think.
defined spot.
Right. I don't think so.
I have, but I'm not going to say.
Where?
I'm not
And
gonna
we're
say.
good?
I'm not going to say.
I don't think so.
Kind of the same kind of situation as you, like a hiking trail kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're just out there in the middle of nowhere.
Nobody's around.
Yeah. What about you, Joe? Public?
We go hiking all the time, and so there's some areas that there aren't anybody.
Just potheads are always doing it out in nature.
Joe is like, we go hiking on. Now, whenever Joe's like goes hiking, I'm like, oh, he's totally doing it.
Yeah. Joe's gonna walk past
Joe,
that
do you
rock
have, like,
with his
a list
wife.
of like, did it here? Did it here? Did it here?
Joe's
I'm a
like
freaky dude.
Joe's like texting his wife as he's walking. Don't forget, honey, we are coming back to bang on this rock when we don't have our kid with us.
Exactly.
Right. Your
Yeah.
kid's like Ryan? What's
Ryan.
your kid's name? Ryan, why don't you go ahead a little bit, bud?
Scope it out.
Joe's like, no, honey, let the boy watch. let the boy watch. He's old enough.
Ryan, I'm going to need you to go up there for about 5 minutes. Just keep a lookout for us.
Let the boy watch.
He'll be traumatized.
For God's sakes, Pop. Our dad just said your father could tell you a story about your father and mother.
They don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
You're going to traumatize your
Dad,
kids.
you want to call in?
No,
I'll tell your story.
No, do not call in and tell us a story
Listen,
about
Dad.
our father
Dad,
and mother.
I have 3 siblings. You did mom at least 4 times.
Oh,
At least
God,
4.
Please don't. If that, do not
Call in.
Do not
Tell us a
call-
story,
I
Dad.
do Not.
Let's hear it.
If that phone rings, Joe, don't you pick
No,
it up.
I'm
With that-
answering it. That's
with
a
that-
total answer.
With that big old dad thing he got. Big old dad thing. You know how dads. You know how you're at home. What is that? I think that's workaholics. Like you're at home and you're like when you're little, you're showering with your dad.
Jan just said, I can't believe you called me old. It was not you, Jan, in the toilet or the toilet stall of McDonald's. Don't lie. Although I did do it, now that I think about it, I did do it on the cruise ship when I was working a couple times.
On like the front, on the top deck, like
Did it on
like
there.
Jack and Rose, just on the front, just,
Not on the front, up on the top part. Like,
oh, nice.
like one of those things like
overlooking the ocean. That's a good one.
on a ladder.
Yeah.
Underneath the piano in the piano bar.
Underneath the piano in the piano bar. Yeah. That's something. While the piano player is playing Piano Man.
I was kind of bad in my 20s. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Story time, Isaac.
David says, I took my kids to a park out in Indiana, and it was secluded, and 2 grown adults were coming out of a portable potty, giggling, and was so red in the face, and the wife of the man had driven by as they were coming out,
Oh,
and he got caught, and it started a
no.
big scene. Somebody's banging somebody's wife in a porta potty.
That's grosser than any of those other two examples.
what I
Yeah,
was
porta
thinking,
potty's
people-
nasty. And the other thing too about a porta potty is like
smells?
it's warm. It's like a poor man's sauna. It's gonna smell like poop. There's gonna be all kinds of stank in there.
Think about how gross
And then,
that
like
is.
you're a guy, and you're like I'm gonna hook up with this girl,
Piss
and
all
she's
over
like,
the
let's
floor.
go in the porta potty. Do
Oh.
you think that's the best choice?
She's not
Do
the
you
one.
think that girl is somebody you want to be sticking your willy in? Probably not. Probably not.
We had when I worked at the bank. When I worked at the bank, there was a teller cheating on her husband with an employee, and they got busted in the bathroom during work hours.
Dang, at the bank.
At the bank during work hours, and they both got
Just
fired.
goes to show we're all just a bunch of animals.
We are.
Really?
It's so hard to get away from our primal instinct to just,
if you opened a porta potty, you probably don't.
smell that well to begin with.
right.
Right.
Like that's disgusting.
Man.
Anybody else got it? This is so gross. This
Just-
is turning gross.
All kinds of stank.
Ugh.
David said it was bad. Like I was like kids.
Case in point.
Case in
Don't go
point. Don't go in
into-
porta potties.
Wow. He was making a deposit. Oh my god! At the bank, he says he was making. He's definitely
Good one.
He was.
Well, then again, and I just had like my office, right? And I'm like, I'm just staying out. Like, so then, like a couple days later, her husband comes in
Oh, nice.
and is like flipping out. Not because like she had gotten fired,
Oh,
but
nice.
he's flipping out because nobody said anything to him.
Mm.
Because I guess some of the tellers knew who he was and they knew it was going on. So
Yeah, that would
he's-
piss me off.
So
Yeah.
he's like flipping out.
But here's the thing: don't get mad at the bank. Like it's not the bank's fault your wife cheated. It's your wife's fault your wife
Yep.
cheated.
Yeah.
You know,
Right,
don't get mad at the
exactly.
people. Like
Yeah.
that's not their
I think at that
responsibility
point,
to tell
got
you.
your wife, she like,
Yeah.
you're just trying to make
Yeah.
sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I couldn't even imagine.
Dad, Maine, just Maine. Anywhere in
what he's
particular
talking
in the
about.
state of Maine?
I've heard stories and rumors that I was produced
In Maine.
in Maine on like a trip.
Nice.
So now maybe that's why I like nature. Maybe I was like a salmon. I like to go back outside.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's why I enjoy.
That's why you were
hunting and
trying to.
fishing
Yeah,
and-
you're always on rivers and
rivers and
you're like
streams
a
and fishing.
salmon.
I'm like a salmon. I have to go back to where I was made.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a terrifying
deep.
story.
That's deep.
You ever walk into anybody else? That's the first time you walked in.
No, that's the first time.
BJ, you're,
Oh, somebody's calling in.
for God's sake.
Who is it?
It's not Dad. Thank God.
Who is it? Let's take this call. Let's see. So we're getting a call coming in. Somebody's going to give us a story of something they walked in on. If you want to call in and tell us a story,
Let's hear it.
we're trying to keep this PG. I know you're at work, so just put your headphones in. If it's a little nasty today, I'm sorry. I apologize ahead of time.
Go ahead.
This is why we're not on the radio.
Processing audio.
God, it's
Just
so slow.
But yeah, call in, tell us your story. 330-595-1600. Corey Deal says, Isaac, check your Facebook Messenger. I'll check it right now.
Thanks for calling. What's going on? Hello,
Hello?
Joe. What's up?
Hey, I have to tell you a story about me. I was a district manager of a company called CPI. It's a photo company,
Okay.
and they were in the Babies R Us stores where we rented a space. So I was at a golf outing, and then I get a phone call from the Babies R Us manager
Okay.
and said, "Hey, you need to come out here immediately." I said, "Why?" "Because your employees have shut the studio down and they're having sex right in the studio and we have it on camera." So I had to go right out to Indianapolis and fire these two idiots. And then the manager of Babies R Us asked me if I wanted to see it on film. I said,
Hell
"No,
yeah."
I really don't want to see it on film."
Yeah.
Come on, Joe.
First question out of my
I
mouth.
mean-
First question out of my mouth. Is she
I
hot?
mean-
Was she,
Was she hot?
was
That's
it?
the first
Is
question.
the question is it worth seeing on film?
I mean, not to sound rude or anything, but each one of these employees were at least 180 pounds each.
Oh
So,
yeah.
no,
Joe'd
no,
like-
I
Joe'd
did
like
not want to
that.
see the film.
Oh man. So what did you? Did they admit it?
I'm sorry?
Did they admit the fact they were doing it or
Like,
no?
What was that firing situation like?
absolutely, yes. Yes. I mean, I had to contact our HR department. They walked me through, when to fire them. We suspended them first. And then I gave them a call and told them, hey, listen, it's on film. You guys are gone. And they admitted it. Yeah, we did it. So
wow,
it was an unbelievable day.
Wow,
that's awesome.
That's a conversation I would not want to have as a manager.
Oh,
actually,
dude,
it'd be awesome. Actually, I change that. That'd be so fun.
You're like, so guys, yeah, we caught you having sex in the store on film. Lesson learned here in life. Cameras.
Yeah,
cameras are a thing.
Yeah, wow.
Make sure you check for cameras next time.
Thanks for the call, man. We appreciate it, and hope that doesn't happen to you again.
All right, have a legendary day, guys.
Yeah, bro.
You too. It's Joe. You know who that is?
Joe.
Joe
Midlick.
Joe.
Yeah, Joe Midlick.
No, it was Joe.
Yeah.
Joe.
So right when Joe called in, Corey Deal in the comments said, check your Facebook Messenger. He sent me what I can only describe as
Ricky Red.
It says Lake Lovemaking, and there's a nice bass boat on the bow of the boat or up front. There is a guy just laying into a lady with his butt crack out.
Oh, he has a picture.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gay.
You can't really see it, but she's there. They're getting after it on the front of that boat. Getting after it,
dude. And there are cars driving like they don't care.
Joe, so Corey Corey Snapchats it as a picture and says Lake Lovemaking.
Bob has some criticism.
Bob says, "Oh man, I turned into this podcast, a long-time listener, first-time caller, expecting the juicy scoop on community issues, maybe some pothole drama or a heated HOA showdown, but no." I got an earful of sex in a porta potty. Like, what? I'm over here clutching my pearls, wondering if the town hall's next agenda is sanitizing the scandal shack.
That's a good one.
Y'all, I came for zoning laws, not porta potty passion. What's next? A debate on the best TP for the job? Keep it clean, folks.
That's some good writing there. Bob is good.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Bob, did you chat GPT that? Because there's a lot of Dash usage in there.
There is. Does Dash give it away, right?
Dash gives away
I don't care
chat
if you did or
GPT.
not. That's
It is
fantastic.
good though.
That's fantastic, Bob. Good job, Bob.
So my question is TP for the job. That is my complaint about porta potties. Number one, if you're pooping in a porta potty, it's a terrible situation. It is like
Have you pooped in a porta potty?
Yeah, my gym doesn't have a bathroom.
Oh, that's awesome.
So if you take pre-workout, it immediately goes right through you. So sometimes I try and get up to the gas station, which is just as gross.
I pooped in that one, and it's super hot. If
But-
it's during the summer,
Dude,
it's terrible.
It is brutal, but they never have 2-ply in there. So you're just
and it breaks apart as you're doing it.
So it's like, yeah, it's just so much. But I keep wet wipes in my car at this point, and then you just do the squat. You just don't touch anything, and
Do you not touch, Joe? You put. Let me guess. Hold on. Do you put toilet paper down?
Okay,
in the
Joe's
bathroom?
not
No,
pooping
I
in a
don't.
porta potty.
I don't.
Do you poop in porta potties?
One time. And I have a trauma event.
Were you like,
One time. No, this is a trauma event.
I can see Joe. in there.
Gross warning. If anybody doesn't like gross stuff, don't.
Yeah,
don't
no,
listen.
no. Joe, if they've made it this far, they already lost.
So I was camping, tent camping, and porta potty was the only option.
Okay.
And it was the night after drinking.
Oh boy!
And-
Just an absolute peanut butter shit too. Absolute peanut butter.
And I went to the porta potty 6 o'clock in the morning, and I got splashback.
The blue splashback.
And I pants down to the ankles, fall out of this thing. I'm puking everywhere. And
You it hit you.
it hit me. And so I've never gone in a porta potty since that trauma moment.
Have you guys seen the video of that girl at a online of that girl at a country concert? Drops her phone in the blue juice.
Oh, no.
And she goes in for it, and she just comes out, and her arm's like covered in blue.
Oh,
Got the phone.
Dude, get a new phone.
Well,
I'm
actually,
sorry.
That just reminded me of a story too. This is a good one.
I would have totally done that though, gone in for the phone, because like my dad would never, like if I was younger and I couldn't afford a phone, like I'm going in for that phone. I don't care.
I think Uncle Marcus told me this story where he
Yeah.
dropped his glasses into a porta potty while he was fishing. And he said, so he had the thing open. He was trying to get his glass because they were expensive glasses. And he had like his fishing pole in the hook. And he's trying to like drop it down. And he said a guy walked by and he's like, hey, catching anything? I think it was Uncle Mark or it might have been Grandpa McHugh. He was like, hey, catching anything? He's like, nope, not yet. And he just keeps trying to do it with a fishing pole. I want to say it was Grandpa. It might have been Grandpa. I couldn't even do it.
Bob says, I keep my creativity secrets to myself.
That's good. Great breakfast.
Carter says, great breakfast talk. I imagine you watching, just eating your eggs and toast.
Well, you're a notorious that we're talking about poop. You notoriously poop everywhere.
Oh, if I got to go, my problem is I am very regular.
It was Grandpa, yeah.
I am very regular. I'm never backed up. But when I have to go, I got to go right now. Like there's no, we can make it till we get home. No, I got to go right now.
Dude, the first time, this is a great story. 14 years old, like he's like 14.
Mm-hmm.
First time to go with my wife, dating at the time, like 3 months into our relationship. Our uncle had died in Canada, and she's going to Canada with us to the calling hours, right? It was like
first time meeting Maggie.
Yeah, it was like second or third time. We take my parents' van, okay? Remember, Isaac's like 13, 14. It's night.
I might have been 12.
Might have been 12. Okay, yeah, whatever. It was 20 years. How old are you?
30, 31.
Yeah, so 11.
Yeah.
So driving to Canada, my parents are in the front.
We're in like a van.
In a van. Parents are in the front. Me and Maggie in like the captain's chair, and then Isaac and Patty in the back. Okay. Driving up.
And also, just so you know, my dad's one of those guys. We're going on a trip somewhere. We're not freaking stopping.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you got like, Dad, I gotta go. No, we're gonna make it up to this next exit. And I'm like, Dad, I gotta go. We're gonna make it up to this next exit, and then you're gonna go. And I'm like, I can't make it. Open the door. I gotta poop.
So he
on the side of the highway.
Pulls over, side of the highway, like 9 o'clock at night. Dark. Maggie in the chair. Pop would not stop. Pulls over. Isaac jumps out. Starts crapping.
Luckily, Dad he was a pharmaceutical salesman, so he was always in his car. He always carried wet wipes. And this was like a regular thing for us because he never stopped. So he's like, we'll pull over real quick. We're not stopping.
Maggie, my 3-month girlfriend, sliding door goes open. Isaac jumps out and starts pooping. My mom rolls down the front window, looks outside. I am like, oh my God, this is happening. Mom rolls out the window, yells outside. I was like, oh, honey, that looks so wet. I'm sorry. You must have a stomach ache. Maggie's looking at him like, oh my God.
The best part is like my earliest memory of Maggie is the door being open and her sitting in the captain's chair and just me taking a poop. And I'm just making eye contact with Maggie as I'm pooping on the side of the highway. And this blonde girl is just absolutely mortified that I'm okay with this. And this has begun the very long relationship, loving relationship that I have with my sister-in-law.
Dude, it's just like, and I'm like, well, that's the end of that. But she kept dating me. And I'm like, there's something really wrong with this girl. But
to this day, Maggie will be like, oh, don't worry, Isaac will do it. He doesn't care. Isaac will do it.
Remember Maggie and I dared you to poop in the ocean?
Oh, dude, that hurts. That hurts so bad.
We dared him. We were at an egg set. He's like, I gotta poop. I
was like 13 or 14.
The ocean. He's like, I'm not pooping. I was like, bet you won't do it. He's like, okay. Walks down. Swims out. Go ahead, starts.
And like, there's a bit of a current. So it's like pulling.
So gross.
But here's the thing: trying to poop in the ocean, it hurts because salt water's trying to get in as you're trying to push out. But I got like most of it out, but like while also giving myself a saltwater enema. But like you could see the turds like going in like floating to the surface because of the buoyancy of turds in the salt water. And then no, it's not swirling around me. It's because the current's taking it. So I see it going down the beach towards other people swimming, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here before those turds get to those people.
So it's buttered so bad. He runs up. No, we're sitting on like our tent. We're sitting in our chairs. He runs up. He's like dead sprint. And I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, my buttered so bad. He runs back to the house.
Yeah, because I had like salt water in my ass. So I had to go up to the house and poop.
Oh God. And my mom was always like, why are you such a bad influence on your brother? Like, because he'll do anything we ask him to do.
Yeah.
It was so bad, but I was just I could still see like your pale white body running with your hair. It's like my butt hurts so bad I have to keep moving.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Joseph Midlick says, I dropped the deuce once in a parking lot in New York City after a red eye from LA. Oh, it felt so good.
Do you guys have any actual real topics today? Or are we just going to talk about sex?
We're talking about
poop.
Pooping and
sex.
Pooping and plugging.
All day I'll take pooping and plugging. Oh my god. Wow, this is so... BJ, have you ever pooped in public? BJ. Have
you guys ever been on a run or like somewhere
you run
on a hike?
You gotta poop.
And my problem is, so I never understood morning runners because my problem is I wake up in the morning, I drink my coffee. I wish I could go out for a run at like 6 or 7 a.m. I would do that. But I drink my coffee, immediately have to evacuate the dance floor, so to speak. So I can't run in the morning. I tried to for the longest time, and I can't because you start running and it immediately makes me have to go to the bathroom. So I have to wait until after. But have you guys ever been out on a run and had to poop so bad you couldn't make it back? And then like had to poop in bushes or something?
I don't run, but if I walk.
I have done that before
No.
in like random people's bushes, gone in, taken a crap. You take your underwear off, use that to wipe, and just leave it there.
just came out here to get water. He has something to say.
BJ, where's the weirdest place you've ever had sex?
Oh, he's in a band, dude.
Yeah, he's a punk rocker. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're
Nobody
not,
cares.
BJ.
On the
Stage.
shore of Lake Erie.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Wait.
Like a
Speaking
rock
of the mic.
something.
Yeah. You're talking
Speaking of the mic, BJ.
BJ.
BJ,
Smart
Yeah.
guy.
on the shore
Smart
of
guy.
Lake Erie. Are you going to get in trouble because it's with your wife?
Not my wife.
Oh,
That's why you're going to get in trouble. Never mind.
Before my
It's before your wife.
It's like, yeah, last month. Why?
On the
Wow.
shore of Lake Erie, on the rocks. See,
That's
guys,
romantic.
it's something about guys
Water.
who just want to have sex on rocks.
Guys want to have sex everywhere.
We like rocks.
We like anywhere sex. Let's be honest.
we-
Guys will have sex anywhere.
But we really like a nice rock, you know? Like you see a nice rock, like, damn, that's a nice rock. You know, guys, like we just like rocks.
I never think that.
You don't think like that?
Dude, do you think that?
I've never had thought of having sex on a rock.
Not having sex on a rock, but like you see a cool rock, you're like, damn, that's a cool rock. I feel like guys like rocks.
I don't have the connection at all.
Really? Never mind. Maybe I'm autistic.
I don't know what you're talking
Maybe
about.
I'm just a little autistic.
That's a nice rock.
But like you pick up a cool rock, and you're like, damn, that's a good rock. I would skip that rock, you know?
Well, skipping a
Yeah.
rock is different than a night. Like I could say,
Like a nice polished rock, you're like, damn, that's a nice rock.
I think
We'll make the jump to sex.
Yeah.
Like, where does the polished rock get
I don't
you
get turned on by rocks, Kellen. I don't get turned on by rocks. I just think rocks are cool.
Get your rocks
Let me-
off.
Yeah, let me see if there's a rock fetish somewhere.
Is there a
out
rock fetish? There has to be a rock
I'm
fetish.
sure people are fetishize everything.
Yeah. Wow. Kellen, you've been awfully quiet.
Yeah,
Where's
Kellen,
the craziest place
As an
you've
employee
pooped
of
or had
Youngstown
sex,
Studio,
Kellen?
why don't you tell us?
Yeah, where's the craziest?
We'll let
spot
you pick.
have,
You can
Kellen?
either pick where you've pooped or where you have had sex at, Kellen.
I don't think.
You have a choice.
Go ahead, Kellen. We're gonna wait. We'll wait for you, Kellen. I'm working. I don't care.
Kellen, call in. You work for Joe.
Does she work for you?
Yeah.
It's working.
I'm working.
That's an excuse.
Sounds like an excuse.
Kellen, you either tell us or we're going to make this a weekly topic every Tuesday. We're going to
Until-
just every Tuesday and Friday.
I'll
until you
just
tell
wait
us.
till her and Joe are talking.
Science moment here.
Okay.
A rock fetish is called lithophilia. Refers to a rare
Lithophilia.
paraphilia where the individual experienced sexual attraction to rock, stones, or gravel. This is documented in lists of sexual kinks and fetishes, though it's considered uncommon. The attraction might involve physical interaction with rocks, such as touching or incorporating
You're
them
so-
into sexual
You're so
activities.
smooth.
I came home the other day and Isaac was just naked in my flower bed with the rocks.
Oh,
These lava rocks.
Great.
Are so nice on my
great
flower.
choice.
Oh God.
Great choice going with sunset lava rock.
Love these lava rocks.
This lava stone here,
It's just bury himself in it.
it feels so nice on the skin.
Oh, this gravel. Oh my God, it's so nice.
It's if you're calling, it's creating content. Nothing like Nothing like sexualizing rock content on your Tuesday morning as you're trying to work.
There's going to be a face group that links this video, and all of the rockophiles out there are going to totally say he's one of us.
They're gonna be like, God damn, that guy knows what he's talking
Claim him.
about. Nice pumice stone. It's a light rock.
You don't have to live in the shadows
Nice
anymore.
Light stone that
This
floats.
is awakening for
That
all.
floats.
You know what I do though? Maybe I have it too because whenever I
no.
go somewhere now, like go to Canada, like I have a rock bed in the back. I grab a stone, like a big rock. Like I brought it back.
Because dudes love rocks. We just
Well,
like
I just like
cool rocks are awesome.
So I have a rock bed around, so that
Yeah.
that way I know that this stone is from Canada, this is from Maine.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
have it
Yeah,
documented.
you go like I have in my flower beds around my house like some of the big rocks that grandma used to keep.
Yeah.
That were like weird rocks. I kept them in the
Yeah.
flower bed and I put them in like
Yeah.
certain areas
Yep.
because rocks rule. His mom loves rocks. Dad said his mom loves rocks. TSA caught me checking in with lava rocks in her suitcase from Hawaii. Hell yeah, mom. Mom was trying to bring some rocks back from Hawaii, just like you.
Yeah.
You said.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
maybe guys do like rocks.
Guys love rocks. We love rocks.
Obviously, mom likes rocks.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a genetic.
I
thing.
think it's just like a human thing. Like cool rocks.
I know there's rules, and Joe probably knows this too, where you're not allowed to bring like rocks
Yeah.
out of like
Right.
national parks
Yeah.
and stuff like that. There's
Those-
literally like signs that say,
those
do not
rules.
remove
Those are
rocks.
called challenges.
Mhm.
You rock, I suck.
Have you ever been to the Petrified Forest?
Where's that at? California?
I want to say Utah.
Utah. Out
I
that
think it's
way.
Utah.
I've heard of it.
So it's basically the national park, and it's all trees that turn,
Old trees
into
and-
rocks.
yeah.
So these things are the coolest rocks ever, and there are signs everywhere that you can't take a sampling, like penalty of law, $100,000 fines. They're very serious about that.
Yeah, that makes
But those
sense.
rocks are cool rocks.
Did you hear about put on your conspiracy theorist hat? The Chinese when or some foreign diplomat asked for a moonstone and the United States gave him a moonstone and he's like, okay, cool. And he took it and he tested it. And it was just petrified wood.
Was it really?
Really?
Mm.
She stole from a petrified forest.
Oh,
in
Arizona. There we go.
There you go. You pee everywhere too, right? Isn't that
I've
another thing?
peed in like every ocean.
Did you try and do that?
Yeah.
That was like a thing?
I have peed in, just about every sea and ocean. I've peed in the Pacific. I've peed in the Atlantic.
You've pooped in the Atlantic.
I've pooped in the Atlantic.
Can I give you a medical warning,
I've
Isaac?
peed in the North Sea. I've peed in the Adriatic.
The
I've
Salt
peed in the
Sea?
Mediterranean.
Dead Sea?
Mediterranean, not Dead Sea.
Okay.
I don't think I have all the oceans. I don't think I have the Indian Ocean. I'm trying to think. But I've peed in the North Sea. I don't have the Arctic, obviously. That'd be sweet, though. But I got a lot. Like, I peed all over this planet.
Well, I want you to stop this behavior.
What do you mean?
What's
What
wrong with
behavior?
that?
So when you allow current to go through your member, you can suck up some bacteria,
Oh,
and you can
you
get
get one of those-
really
We
bad.
have talked about this before, Joe.
So-
I need a penis clamp.
So
this is where this is the penis. That was the whole purpose of the penis.
I know.
Yeah.
You got to stop doing that. Like, I hope you
Do
have
you
not.
not
think
in
it's a
the
medical problem
ocean.
to do that,
Dude,
Yes, people die from it.
That's like in warm waters in the South. Like, I'm not peeing in.
Time to check.
And the other thing too is half of those peas were taken into the ocean from dry land.
is it
Right. So
with
if you
the
can
purpose of-
find a way to, like, if you were above the water peeing into it, no problem.
Yeah,
but
that's
if you're
most of them.
if you're
That was the-
on input output, if it can
Right.
get in there, you don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
What about pooping?
Pooping's probably even worse.
Right.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Yeah. Meander. I've definitely peed in all the lakes.
no meander's the private lake.
Oh, that's a good. The water
Dude.
source.
the water supply. You're peeing in the water supply.
You need to make this happen. If another person in the water has a urinary tract infection or skin infection, there's a risk of transmission. Oh, if the water carries it and gets into your body,
So the objective would be
you
to
have
pee,
a much
to
higher
pee
risk.
in Meander, so that I could say all of the people of Youngstown are drinking my pee.
Yes, we need to make that happen. You need to go pee in meander.
I'm not saying I will or will not do that. but
Literally, you could pee in all of the water.
just
supply.
hey,
Carter, I am with you. I'm with you.
Carter's and to think I used to listen to Dan Rivers to this. See, this is what happens, Dan Rivers. When you leave, the idiots,
take
somebody's
over.
got to fill the void.
This is what
It's
happens.
just like the cartels in Mexico. The government wants to go in and kill the cartel leaders.
Yeah.
Who's going to fill the void?
Yeah.
We are filling the void of
we
Dan
are
Rivers.
we
So
are
good
the
going,
void.
Dan Rivers. We are the void.
We are the void. New T-shirts. We are the void.
Maybe wear a condom when you swim. We have literally talked about this before.
Yeah, this has been a
And
top.
you're
This
ready
is,
for rock sex.
Dennis, were you listening when we talked about the penis? Was it the penis? What was it called? Penis clamp?
Dennis
About
says
peeing
we need
and-
to bring in Dan Rivers. Dan Rivers hates us. He's never coming in.
He does hate us, Joe, doesn't he?
I peed.
He knows you.
Yeah.
he knows you.
Not a fan. He lives in Poland, so he does not like us.
Yeah.
Dad said, Joe, Italy. I peed in Italy. I peed off of into the Adriatic Sea, and then also in the Mediterranean.
Do you pee when you go to swimming pools?
I really have to. I mean,
Let's say you're swimming in a pool.
who's gonna find out?
Let's say you're swimming in a pool. Swimming in a pool at like a hotel or somewhere where you're staying or a swimming pool. You'll pee in it.
If I have to,
Not if you have to.
probably.
Joe?
Probably.
I've never peed in a pool.
You've
no.
never peed in a
Never
pool?
peed in a pool. Never.
Never.
No, like
What a
the
chump. What a chump.
the you remember the urban legend, like
the
it
blue?
changes different colors
Yeah.
if you pee in the pool. That stuck
See,
with me.
that's why you just let a little bit out. You check.
Well, dude,
I'm good to
you
go.
have that kind of control.
I'm good to go.
You can have that kind of control.
What? You just let a little bit of pee out?
You could stop it.
See, this is
like
why-
once I go, I go.
This is why I don't like water parks. Okay, and I am
Oh,
like,
dude, you could tell too.
I don't like water parks at all.
Yeah, that
Because of
or
that.
like up in oh my god, what's the place up on Lake Erie with the
Put Bay.
Putin Bay?
Where they have the-
How they have the pool bar?
Yeah.
where all those people are dancing and drinking, and nobody ever goes to the bathroom. Like they're peeing in that pool. That pool is. I would not go underwater.
Oh, there's no way.
And like that is just gross, man.
Yeah,
Gross.
there is no like, but I'm thinking too, like, we went to the water park at Cedar Point last year, and there are just big, gross, dirty, disgusting people
right.
in line in front of me to go down these water slides. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
you know
you,
what I mean,
don't
And-
think about it too much.
Oh, I'm just like, oh my god, it's gonna be.
That's
so
why you have
gross.
to chlorinate the pool with a certain
So
amount to kill all the pee
gross.
as soon as it comes
I
out.
told the boys, I said next time, because it was hot, so we went there. Normally we don't. It's like next time we're just bringing bathers, going right in Lake Erie. I'd rather swim in
Yeah.
Lake Erie.
But think about, I
than
mean, all the animals are pooping and peeing in the ocean.
yeah,
So
but it's diluted
yeah.
in salt water.
Yeah.
And bacteria hits that really fast, and it eats that up pretty good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And the other thing I noticed too about the ocean is there was a thing in when you swim in the water outside the ocean, you know, where like all in like the Outer Banks, like the road has all like the sewer and stuff, like the not poop water, but
Yeah.
the road water.
Yeah.
You know that goes right into the ocean.
Yeah.
Like right there, there's like
Yeah.
pipes.
They have to dilute, like it's like a septic system where they have to clean it enough so that it can be.
Not the septic tanks. I'm talking about
No, I know.
the actual,
But the public, the public
roads.
sewers.
the runoff.
No, but it gets cleaned first, doesn't
No,
it?
it doesn't.
You ever see the brown streaks that come out of those pipes?
100%.
It's
It doesn't.
disgusting.
The road water goes right into like your road, like by your road, like by my road.
Where's it? Does it go like to the beaches where people swim?
100% goes right out. There's big pipes there.
Huh, that's gross.
It's disgusting.
I'm pretty sure it has to be cleaned or
It's
something.
not. I swear to God, it's not.
It can't be where people are swimming.
100%. I'm gonna show you. I have a picture of it. I'll have a picture. It's gross. Yeah. All right. So
We can change topics if you guys
yeah, we'll
like.
talk about we've talked about pooping and peeing and sex
For
in public.
really
for
long
Thank
45
you,
minutes.
everybody, for being here. If you haven't already, go down below. Give us a like. Give us a gross face. Give us something.
Do they
Down,
have
down
gross
below
faces in
me,
images?
there's a give us a smiley face. We appreciate you being here. If you haven't, go like the MLO Bros. Go follow the MLO Bros. Go like Youngstown Studio. Follow Youngstown Studio.
Maybe quick commercial. Maybe you want to find a new place to poop. We can help you find a house. Sell your current house.
We're loan
Your new
officers. We're real estate agents. We can finance your next golden throne. in your next house.
Oh
Are you
yeah,
gonna put-
like Mill Creek. It's the same thing as Mill Creek Park.
but they're getting like sued by the federal government.
Yeah.
Because
Boardman is.
it's the
and they're just like,
remember
yeah,
when
I
they
can't
got-
pay it. Sorry.
What was that guy's name? The Boardman guy. He was a really good guy when we had him. The Boardman
Yeah.
manager.
Yeah.
It's not. Yes, that water does, but the problem is it's when there's a big rush of water and everybody's
It overflows.
sewer
The overflow.
overflows go.
But no, I think
nasty.
they go to like, what is it, Guilford Lake?
Who?
Guilford? Or in Boardman. What's the lake in Boardman? Like it's part of Mill Creek Park, but it like stinks in the summertime when the
it's
water drops real low.
It's like caustic
Yeah.
off, but yeah,
that
not
is like
caustic. Yeah,
that is
those
like
are
straight.
nasty. You can smell it when you hike
Yeah,
around
it's
there.
disgusting.
I sent you guys a private message.
Let's say.
Yeah, I think Youngstown's in trouble because they took the grant money to clean that up
Yeah,
and to fix
of
it, and
course
they
they
never have.
Yeah, it's been since the 90s.
Yep.
I wonder what they used it for.
Mayor Tito's car.
Probably something totally worth it.
Hi, Ellen. Ellen Mazarigos.
I sent you guys a private message.
If she sends us a private message, you're supposed to read it.
Number 20. She wants us to support an event.
Oh, we can do that. We'll post on that when we're done. Absolutely. Newport, Lake Newport.
Lake Newport. Yeah, that thing's gross.
And then I just that's a whole nother thing. That makes me so mad that the city of Youngstown hasn't fixed that. It's been since like the 90s.
Mhm.
I want the feds to absolutely find the shit out of these a-holes because Mill Creek Park is one of the nicest things we have,
Mhm.
and they refuse to take care of it.
Yep.
Right? It's so annoying. Don't get me started. Mayor
what?
Cat.
Okay, what happened with Mayor
All
Cat?
right, so-
Mayor Cat of Struthers.
Mayor Cat of Struthers. Been on the show a couple different times when we were doing our own thing.
Yeah.
There is and actually, I think we got messages a while ago
Okay.
from the neighbors.
Okay.
There is just a lot that has a driveway, like gravel thing where you can go roll around in, right?
Yeah.
Isaac, with your fetish. A landscaping company is using it to park. Okay.
Okay.
In January, they passed a law. Council passed a law that said you have to have your cars parked on gravel.
Okay.
Can't be like grass. So then that way in Struthers, you have some freaking redneck freaking parking his
Yeah,
giant
yeah.
truck up on the
Yeah.
grass in front of his house. This company has or has not been parking its trucks and trailers on the grass part along with the rock part.
Okay.
Neighbors complain. This council guy, I forget his name, gets up there and starts complaining, saying, I've turned in complaints to zoning. They won't do anything. Zoning says we go out there. It's parked in the gravel, not on the grass.
Yeah.
Okay. Mayor Cat gets interviewed by the news. She calls basically. So what do the news is like, what do you think of this councilman that's doing that? Freaking blasts him.
What'd she say?
Oh, let me find it. Oh, dude. I mean,
Hey, this is a waste of time or what?
no, calls out the councilman, basically calls the guy an idiot
Why?
because saying it was a personal vendetta against the owners. And hold on, I gotta find it.
See, that's the thing. It's really hard to prove personal vendettas, you know?
Oh, it is, but man, it was fun. Let me find it. It was dude, Mayor Struthers, but Mayor Cat, she is not afraid.
No, she just says what she thinks. I love it. Yeah, she's great.
She comes after us all the time too.
Yeah.
Mayor Struthers.
Yeah, I consider her like a big sister. That super sweet. You can go have lunch with her, go talk to her about everything. But if she doesn't agree with you, she's going to tell you straight up. There's no dancing around it. But that's what you want in a politician. Like she came at Luke for she likes Tim Ryan, and she commented, and she's like, because Luke's like nobody likes Tim Ryan, yada yada yada, and Mayor Cat's like, some people like Tim Ryan, they just don't want to argue with you about it. I'm like, hell yeah, Cat. Get his ass.
I was going to say, I didn't see it, or I would have said, well, some people don't like you and don't want to argue with you about it. Like
Right.
a little brother thing.
Good for Mayor
All
Cat.
right. So the councilman's name is Ron Carcelli. We have an ordinance. It is not just, I want to see the ordinance follow through. That's all. I'm not here sitting and picking on. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Mayor Cat, this is a quote. We just have, we'll say, incompetent city council members who are trying to stir things up when they don't like people. On the news with a quote.
Wow. So
That's-
she's saying that he doesn't, it's just a vendetta. He doesn't,
Our code enforcement officer basically drives past here every day just to make sure they're compliant. We
Yeah,
haven't
what
had
a
any
waste of
issues.
time.
Yeah,
What
well,
a
'cause it's
waste of
council.
time. Yeah.
My question's immediately: how close does that councilman live to that lot?
Right.
That's my first question.
Here's what I would do to piss that guy off, especially if you're a landscaper and you have access to all this material. Go get stone and make your entire yard stone.
Yep,
That's what I would do.
100%.
Just to screw with that guy and then park it like in your front yard.
Yep.
Like, these are the rules, bro. I'm parking on
Yeah.
stone. You know,
just put 2 tire strips underneath your tires.
Yeah,
and
just,
gravel.
yeah. I mean, I would totally screw with those people.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
100%. What's up with the board but not paying the mall?
Are you talking about the mall not paying board?
Oh, dude, they haven't paid it. I've been checking for updates.
I just checked now.
Just collecting rent. They're going to collect their rent,
Dead.
let it go until they absolutely have to pay, then pay a little bit, keep
Yep.
collecting rent, and then file bankruptcy eventually after they've collected all their rent.
Yeah,
It's
we met. I want
Gross business model.
I forget her name. We had on our team. I want to have her on the podcast. I want to ask her to come on. We had young girl for the marketing for the Eastwood Mall.
Yeah.
What was her? Do you remember? You don't remember her name. And she was talking about, like, I was like, hey, what do you think of the Boardman Mall? Just when we're in this, she goes, don't get me started. I'm like, what? She goes, they don't have a marketing department. We do all this stuff. I would have her on.
Well, here's the thing. It's, I'm sure.
Bree. It was Bree.
Yeah. I'm sure politically it's in Cafaro's best interest to say, I want everybody to do great in Youngstown, and it's so awesome. I'd love to see the Boardman Mall doing great. He owns Dillard's. If he really wanted to, he can make the Boardman Mall better. If he really, really wanted to dump some money into it, he could put something awesome in that Dillard's. But why would you? Why would you fix it when you can just funnel people from all over to the Eastwood Mall? My wife does it. She drives all the way from Canfield, goes to the Eastwood Mall, and if the Boardman Mall was nice, she would go there. But Cafaro, on paper and behind the scenes, does not want the Boardman Mall to be competition to his mall out in Eastwood.
He's had that Dillard's empty for years.
Absolutely not. Why would you? I wouldn't. If I owned that, I wouldn't want my asset to have competition. Why? Why would you want competition?
They should have Cafaro on. Think Cafaros would come on?
Absolutely not.
Think Cafaros would come on?
He'd come on with me. He and I have great discussions.
Joe,
He's a good dude.
look us up, dude.
Why does he want to come on with us?
I'm not going to say it out loud.
No, say it out loud, Joe.
He
Tell
probably
us.
doesn't even know who we are.
He knows.
He
who we are.
knows who you are.
I'll tell you what.
Why is everybody afraid to come on our show with us?
It's fun knowing that powerful people know who we are,
I don't want to deal with
but
us.
they don't want to talk to us.
Because-
There's something truly special about that.
Well, you know why? Because they know we're not going to freaking shy away from asking ridiculously hard questions that everybody wants to know.
And you know what?
That's stupid.
It's kind of awesome because it's like they don't want anything to do with us because we're just a Tinder bundle of ready to light up on fire at any point.
We won't throw softball questions like the news does. That's the difference.
But Luke, you know what? Still know who we are, and that's kind of cool. They're almost afraid of us,
But in our defense,
which is also very cool.
in our defense, we have had people on that we thought where we were like Beatrice.
Yeah.
With Dave Beatrice.
Yeah.
We have fought with Beatrice for years.
You have fought with Beatrice for years.
I have fought with Beatrice for years.
Yeah.
Come on.
Cool dude.
Cool dude.
Down to earth.
Texts me every now and then.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
good guy.
Smart dude. Yeah.
And he said he didn't remember, but you know he remembered.
Right.
And I don't see why people won't just come on.
Right. And what
Right?
was interesting is I see the similarities between Beatrice and us in a way.
Oh, 100%.
In a way that you have people like as just a kid growing up 10 years ago, none of these people knew us, but now they do, and that's really cool. But Beatrice, you talk to people and you're like, oh, Beatrice is super left wing and that guy's an idiot. And, some people just have these views of him, but then you talk to him in person, man to man, have a conversation with him. And I'm like, I can relate with this guy. Like, he's been demonized by all these different people, but people just don't agree with his opinions. It's like, it doesn't make him a bad guy or somebody I can't relate to.
They don't agree with him because of his opinion, who he's represented.
Right.
Like, there's a whole bunch, but he's just doing his job.
He doesn't, but
Can't believe I'm defending.
like you could
Beatrice,
talk to,
for God's sakes.
you know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah.
but I relate to that because I know there are people out there that walk around that are like, I hate those guys. Those guys are idiots. But it's like I had the exact same thing happen to me with Beatrice, and then I sat down and talked to him. I'm like, I can totally relate with this guy.
We almost had Nikki French go on.
Yeah.
But she wanted. Did we tell you this? Did I tell you how close we were having Nikki French? We were so close to having
But
Nikki
she's
French
like,
on.
I want to change the time, and I want to change the day,
No.
and I want to do this. And I'm like,
I
no.
was willing to do all of that until she wanted a list of questions that we were going to ask her. And I'm like, we do not do that. She goes, well, I need to know what we're getting into. I was like,
just come on and
Everything.
hang out. Like, just come on and talk to us.
yeah. I was trying to have her on. I did. We were close, and she just would not. She would not get over the fact she wanted to know what we were talking about. I was like, we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about you, your arrest, all. And she refused. She's like, I need a list. It's like, not going to happen. I don't care. We don't need you on the show. So
Yeah, but
Crazy.
it's like, why are you like? We just come in, have a conversation. You're making this list of demands. We don't do that for anybody else. Why are you thinking that we're going to do it for
Not
you?
doing
It's
it.
like,
yeah. I don't care if the president of the United States want to come on, Donald Trump, and I would not give him a list. Not going to happen.
yeah,
Not gonna happen.
it's just a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Do you guys know Joe Bell from
Who?
Kafar? Joe Bell.
Uh-oh.
He's operating officer. I think he's operating officer for Eastwood Mall.
Okay.
All of Cafaro properties.
Yeah.
Nicest dude in the world. So
Have-
if you want to talk to somebody who I think will talk with you,
Yeah.
Joe Bell's your dude.
Invite him.
Okay.
I'd love to have him. Would you
right.
talk to somebody like
Yeah,
that?
of course.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know a lot about like running a mall. Like that'd be a great conversation.
Oh, he's brilliant. He's
Yeah.
a smart dude.
That, like, what is the name of the guy from Boardman? Joe? Was it Laurel? Remember the guy that we had on from Boardman? What was his name? The manager guy last week, 2 weeks ago
From Boardman Township.
from Boardman Township. He
Yeah,
was
and
good.
He was cool.
Yeah, that was a great.
He's a cool dude.
I never re-listen. Do you ever re-listen to our stuff?
No, I don't like the sound of my voice.
I don't either. I never do. That one I listened to while I was cutting the grass because he was firing out all kinds of good info.
Dennis said, "How do you know
Lori,
what
that
I'm
was
going to
it.
say
Lori.
in the chat? I don't even know that."
Yeah. She has to be in control every minute of her narratives, so she's embarrassed herself just by opening her mouth. Yeah, like, but that's what you do. Run with it. Like we embarrass ourselves all the time. We were talking about poop for 45 minutes. You just run with it. Jason Lurie. That was it. Thank you.
She called me, and I was talking to her on the phone,
I refuse to talk to her on the phone.
and she was telling me that she's extremely smart, like Elon Musk smart,
Is that what you said?
and that it's hard for people to understand her because she's so smart. And
Is that
You know,
seriously what you were saying?
yeah.
Oh my god.
And that she needs to take the time to explain herself on the podcast, and it's hard for people to understand her because
She's so
she's like,
smart.
I'm on the spectrum, you know. I'm like, okay, but here's the deal. I'm not gonna make fun of anybody. I'm not gonna make fun of her, but I'm just like, come on.
Joe's super smart.
Joe is super smart.
Joe's on the spectrum.
Joe is on the spectrum.
Joe's a member of the Andrew Jackson party.
Andrew Jackson party. For sure.
Joe doesn't like Joe's. Maggie never makes comments. Okay, I don't think she ever watches the show. However, the other day she asked me, and this is a true story.
Okay.
Is Joe
Why-
autistic?
No, why are you and Isaac so mean to Joe? And I'm like, were you watching the show? And she goes, you called him a racist. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, it was a joke. She goes, he doesn't get mad at you. I was like, he's like numb to it by now, honey.
My wife yelled at me for over exaggerating the other day.
Would you over exaggerate?
The Wingstop story. She's like, there weren't 7 orders of fries, there were 5. And I was like, they still destroyed our order, honey. There were 4.
So
or
she
5.
listened to it then.
Yes, she went back and listened to it because she was a part of it, and somebody must have told her.
Oh,
So she went back and listened to it. I'm like, God damn it! I like it better when you don't listen to my stuff.
Oh, Maggie tries to avoid it. I think it drives. Since day one,
Yeah.
this shit has driven our wives absolutely
Yeah.
bonkers.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Especially when we get some, like, I'd never tell her because we've had psychos.
threats and stuff, and yeah,
We've had psychos, threats, you know what I mean, calling us.
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
always gets nervous about it. And I'm like, they're not going to do anything. I mean, we have a security system, we have cameras, we have guns, we'll be fine. And she's just like, you know, because we've literally had people like threaten Us.
Mhm.
Meet you in the parking lot, all that fun stuff.
Brian's got a good topic.
What's up?
Can we please demand Poland Village Council and force someone to clean up the funeral home to preserve
Did
its
you
heritage?
see that post?
Dude, I've been so busy. I wanted to mess with that person so bad.
She made a post. This
Like,
lady.
hey, you village needs to. So the
Take
funeral
two
home.
pictures.
The funeral home
Crazy.
used to be owned by a different party, and it's been in Poland forever. Some new company bought it. A big company bought this funeral home, and it's not been taking care of it to the same standard as before. Like before, the landscaping was beautiful, like stripes in the yard. Everything was always tip-top shape in terms of like bush trimming and the property itself, the building, and they haven't been taking care of it is good. And this lady just roasts this company and says village council needs to force these people. Like, here's the thing, lady. They own it. You know, you can't force people to do stuff on their own property. Like, what are you gonna do?
That lady, I can't stand that lady. First off,
I don't even know who it was.
She knows it. She used to be in the Boardman Township or Boardman something, and she
Okay.
got in trouble and she was in the Mahoning County Republican Party, like a leadership role. And
Yeah.
She got in trouble for making an interview about like race and stuff like that.
Of course.
But she's one of the ones leading the charge for the library. But for her to go onto our Facebook group, take pictures of a private company
Yeah.
and post it and say,
I don't mind. I don't mind if a crazy person's gonna post that because that's great content. But when you get absolutely roasted by people because they're like, "What are you telling
was
people
she
what to
getting
do?"
roasted?
I don't know. I didn't even see it.
I deleted it because I was so.
Oh, don't delete it. Let
I
the
hate
people
her.
destroy
I
her.
can't stand. All right,
Why? You're such a
I'm bringing it back.
communist.
I'm bringing it back.
Let it stay.
I'm bringing it back.
because that's so ridiculous.
I'm bringing it
Don't
back.
take stuff now, Joe. You're on like freedom of let people say what they want.
Exactly.
I understand it's not freedom of
She
speech,
said
but
it.
like, don't let people post whatever they want. Because by you taking shit down, unless somebody's getting absolutely harassed, you're gonna piss people off, and it's like they'll go make a group where they can say whatever they want. She had the post up on some other page as well.
Tell me,
Use the government to force people to live by your standard. Yeah, that's so gross.
Fucking tyranny.
You know how gross that sounds?
That's what the village does though. 95%
100%. Yeah. They use their rules. That's why less, like I get it. You want your community to be nice and cleaned up in certain areas. Yeah, but you how far are you going to go to force somebody to clean up their property?
Dude, they have done that village has done absolutely terrible things to homeowners, to investors, because of their ideas of preservation, and we want to I can't stand what they do.
And the problem is just like the groups, if you keep kicking people off and you don't let it kind of be like an open book and an open, people are going to go elsewhere.
All right.
But
you know what? I redid it.
Okay.
I redid it. I opened it up. I just hit it with an @ everyone and said, "Here you go, have fun."
But here's the thing.
There you
So
go. Good.
So Poland, right? You're gonna be ironclad and force people to do stuff on their property. People are only gonna put up with it for so long before they're like, "Hey, I'm moving to Canfield." Canfield has drinks on the green. They have stuff on the green. They do really cool stuff in the village. They have cool options, like all these. Like they're going to go elsewhere, and then your city's going to implode, and then there's going to be nothing left over for the people.
So Nicholas Orlo says zoning codes. I am fine with zoning codes. I think you need to have zoning codes, or else you're going to have people parking giant trailers.
Right.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
The problem is at Poland Village and a lot of towns, not just Poland, Canfield's done it. They take these rules, and they have some slime bag lawyer like the one in freaking Poland, warp them, and twist and turn them, to get the way, the council wants.
They interpret it in a way for council and their best interest. So you can interpret any law you want into. They just finagle it into whatever their vision is.
That lawyer in Poland Village has done that so many times. They did it with an Airbnb years ago when we went after it. They did it to us. With our booze thing. Like this is what
in terms of like the Airbnb is a perfect example. Why wouldn't you they completely shut it down as soon as Airbnbs became a thing, before even giving it a chance at all. Like, no 3-strike system, no, just absolutely not. We're shutting it down before it even happens.
These people delivered. Hold on. They bought a house. This is 4 or 5 years. This is we got a huge fight with it.
Right.
Bought a house, invest in it, build it up, fix it up, ready to go live, have it booked.
Yeah.
They had the cop
deliver a cease and
drive
desist.
the day before it went live.
Yeah.
There were no rules, there were no laws, and they put a moratorium on it, saying you can't rent until council decides.
Right.
Absolute garbage. We can't see that link.
So you have that approach, right? Where you shut it down, ironclad.
Sure.
Nobody can move without your permission. That's going to scare people away. Or you take the approach of, listen, we want to work with our people and allow people to do whatever they want on their own property. So we're nervous about this. We will say that. We're nervous about you doing this, having an Airbnb, because of what it's going to bring into our community. But here are the rules. Here are the guidelines. You can try it. If it doesn't work out and people get pissed, we'll shut it down. But they don't ever do that with anything. With any, like, oh, no bars in Poland, no this, no that. Give it a shot. Put up rules to force it to be nice and according to your perfect little community. And then if it doesn't work out, then shut it down. But they won't even give it a chance.
No, they're the worst, dude. Here's what's
they want it to be a retirement community. Truly,
I am 46 years old. I'm going to live in Poland for a long time. I am so excited for the day these people in these groups that do this,
10 to 20 years.
All you got to do is wait them out.
Right.
All you got to do.
And then they're going to be rolling over in their grave when the village becomes cool.
They're going to move. They're going to go crazy, not remember stuff in a nursing home, or they're going to be dead.
And the people,
and then it'll be great.
The younger folks that tried to move in and influence council have given up.
Yeah.
They've literally just
given
given up.
They can't beat them.
Yeah. Because there's too many of the old way maintain the Poland old school way in council that they just cannot.
Tick tock. Right. It's all gonna get you eventually.
How the Poland library would make such a sick ass restaurant.
Tell me about the roof. Anything about the roof?
Blow the roof open.
We open the roof up. Put glass on it.
Okay, glass roof at the
is that
library.
Roof flat? Can we put a bar up there?
I don't think so. What you should do.
We should put a roof on the top of that bar.
I'm telling you, that's what fixes Youngstown, rooftop bars.
Overlooking the river
on all of the buildings downtown. Just put a rooftop bar on all of
with
them.
bridges
connecting
bridges.
That'd be so sweet to just have rooftop bars downtown. That's all. You have the height of the buildings. Use them.
So Dennis was asking about open concealed carry at the Canfield
did you
Fair.
see that?
Yeah. So 2-3 years ago, they had a couple of shootings in the parking lot. They had a robbery.
Yeah.
So like late at night, it's going to be a dangerous prospect. Now, how do you guys feel about lots of people bringing defense weapons with them?
I think we should see it. What happens? Let's see what happens.
This is interesting.
Let's see what happens. I think if Canfield makes that announcement and says open carry, you're allowed to carry your guns.
It wasn't.
You got a bunch of gun-toting Republicans that are good with guns. You think that'll scare off the people that are like, I'm going to bring a gun and shoot up the...
It wasn't
I bet it does. Fair.
It was the governor or somebody made it said,
oh yeah,
it was like a stated law, like statewide.
Right. And even if there is a shooting now and everybody knows they can carry, they're just gonna let's go, bro, let's go. But there's so many people around. It's
the Ohio Attorney General opinion from July of 2025: you are allowed to open carry a firearm on the outdoor grounds of the Canfield Fair.
Wow.
Firearms are not permitted inside buildings that have no firearm signs. If you encounter someone with a firearm in restricted buildings, you should not approach them.
I don't see a problem with it. Is that weird?
Well, let's see if we're about to freaking have a little test run this week, aren't we? We're gonna have a little. We're gonna see if there's any shootings this week in the fair.
But like you said, so think about it. I'm a robber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or I'm a bad guy. I go to the fair knowing guns are illegal. I have a gun. They're not scanning you to get in. You just walk in, right? Like there's no metal detectors or anything else like that. I'm like, hey, I'm the only person with a gun. See a little old lady. Hey, give me your money.
Yeah.
Right.
But now you don't know who has a gun around you.
Everybody has a gun.
Yeah, you know every one of them SOBs is going to have a gun.
Right?
Holster on the right hip, for sure.
You can be walking around the fair with a
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, we're talking.
Yeah.
Little 357.
Yeah. I mean,
Like just waiting for shit to pop off.
right. You know that's what people are going to do. I would say this year you're going to have people walking around with freaking guns.
Sure.
Like Wild
Let 'em.
West.
Let them, because
Ma'am, before you go into the photography building, I'm going to need you to check your weapons. I'm going to need your holster.
Walk around like Arthur
gun
from-
check.
walk around like I
Demolition Derby, your guy does well. Start shooting.
That is why I love America. God bless America. God bless the Canfield Fair. God bless our troops.
Oh my God, laws only apply to people that care about them. Criminals, so yeah, right, exactly. If you're going to not have guns in there, if you're going to say, hey, no guns, you'd have to have metal detectors.
And listen,
at every
you
that would be
see,
the only way I'd say.
I'm a robber, and I'm going to go attack people at the Canfield Fair this year. You know, they have guns, but who cares? I see a freaking redneck wearing a cowboy hat and has freaking pistol strapped to his waist. I'm probably going to think twice.
Go else.
So, but we'll see. We have a little science project, ladies and gentlemen. This week, we will see if.
Dude, we mentioned guns. Our numbers just dropped.
Oh, that's interesting.
It just dropped from 40 to 18.
Interesting.
Do you see that?
Let's use some code words for the remainder of the show.
That?
Wow.
It went from like 50. I was watching. It was like 50 people to 18 people.
Immediately. Why does that happen? How do people just
Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg?
Wow, interesting.
Do you think we just look? It's still dropping.
No blades, no bows. Leave your weapons here.
I'm wondering if we just got freaking censored. Isn't that weird?
Totally did. Keyword hit, reduce the stream.
But how do you if people are watching, how do you immediately cut it like that? Like how do you stop them from watching?
Well, you get new ones in and it's just not getting exposed to new ones. So as people drop off, the numbers go down.
That's crazy. We're watching this right now. So we normally hold like 40 to 50 people. 4 users on Facebook. It depends on where you're watching.
Yeah,
we're seeing
streams.
the aggregate of all the
because we have both stream on
Youngstown Studio in all the groups, and
YouTube
you might
and
just be
everything
watching from the MLO bros.
So we literally went from like 50 to 20.
Yeah.
18. Now it's going back up.
But
that's crazy.
No, I think it's definitely going to stop those people.
Wow.
But we have a science project unfolding this week, and we'll see. But I bet at the in a situation like the Canfield Fair, you're going to have more respectable gun owners than you have bad ones. So I'm betting, dude.
You're gonna second guess your choices to go there and rob concession trailers, cause disturbances,
right?
Because
have a fight in the parking lot. Like they had there was like a one fight in the parking lot the one year, like with those the pew-pews. The pew-pews, and people were getting pew-pewed in the parking lot.
Yeah, I was there. It went down when I was. Yeah.
Did you hear it? You hear people
heck
screaming and shit?
It was crazy.
We have 4 people watching the MLO Bros right now.
Huh.
We just got. I wonder if we're gonna get dinged. Do you think we get dinged for stuff we say?
There was nothing. No, they reduced the exposure to it in case someone's inciting some kind of violence.
Wow, that's crazy. That is not. I couldn't
as
believe
soon
that.
as you started talking about that subject, your stream started buffering and glitching.
Yep. No doubt.
Interesting.
And then they buffer and glitch it. It could force people to I'm not watching this
disconnect
anymore.
it. Yep.
Throttle us down.
Dude, that's crazy.
Wild.
I love your program.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you, Alan.
That's right.
Wow. So you go to the Canfield Fair. Do you think people are you allowed to walk around with AR-15s and stuff, or no? It's got to be.
Say pew-pews.
Who cares at this point? I don't want to see if it drops anymore. I want to see if we get cut off. That's crazy.
Yeah, open carry, as long as it's a legal thing, you're allowed.
So I can go in there with a
long one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Strap it to your back.
Like a musket.
A blunderbuss.
I think musket's okay to talk about. I don't think they.
What's crazy? What's crazy is you can talk about just getting railed in a porta potty. But you can't talk about pew-pews.
No, you cannot.
Wow, that was
Know your limits.
Listen. In terms of health, like overall health, probably not the best idea to be putting D's and A's or D's and P's in porta potties because that's pretty gross. It's pretty unhealthy.
Wait, are we talking about guns right now or
No.
P's and P's?
No,
Here we go.
that's probably more unhealthy. I mean, guns probably cause.
What if you have
Or
a what if
Pew
you
pews probably.
what if
cause
you're
more.
doing you have D's and P's in a porta potty with a gun
Probably
with
more.
a G?
with a pew pew.
Wow.
They would have to pry my pew pew from my cold dead hands.
Yeah,
No,
that was a
that's-
hard segue, and you always like a moth to a light. You
Dude,
always
we
go
got
back
shut
to
off.
the penis stuff.
Hold on. So people in Canfield are now saying where did the stream go?
Brian says, "Hey, it's Canfield Fair and 4-H. You know it isn't all about the animals. Oh, for sure. It's about the weenie race, which I would like to make the announcement. Marshall Schuster will not be running in the weenie race.
Is
this
he
year.
retired or
He's
is he
retired.
going
He's
for
retired.
good? Like
good.
not going to come out of
How old is he
retirement?
now?
6, 5 or 6. He's got some knee issues, lots of grays.
Okay.
She just wants to go out on top, and
Yeah.
it kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
It's terrible is what it is.
It's really freaking hot.
It's terrible.
But
Joe, you don't have any animals, right?
No,
You don't have a
ever
goat?
had any animals?
I had animals growing up. Yeah,
What kind? Gerbils?
dogs, cats.
Gerbils.
I was huge into reptiles.
Like what kind of reptiles?
All kind. I was a breeder. Like I made a lot of money in the
Snakes?
reptile industry. Snakes.
God, you were so weird, Joe.
He is a weird guy,
He was
isn't
such
he? Like it's like we're talking about
Like
like
I was a
weird,
breeder
and then he's
for a
like,
long time.
I was a
Like,
breeder.
what?
So I immediately picture Joe.
You were
like,
breeding lizards.
smuggling freaking animals.
You were breeding lizards.
You want to know the truth?
Yeah.
Like it
Were you
was
smart?
close. It was close
Was it
to
illegal?
it. No, it wasn't illegal.
Was it?
So they were
gray
there. I
area?
did chameleons.
Close to what?
And there were endangered
Of course you did
species
chameleons.
in Madagascar.
Yeah.
And so we would pay these guys to go out into the Madagascar jungle,
That can't be illegal.
collect
That
these things in
cannot
like
be
a
legal.
pillowcase.
Okay.
He would
In a
overnight
pillowcase.
them down to Miami or Daytona or not Daytona. Anyway, down in Florida, one of the ports down there, we would go down there for an expo. We'd pick up all of our animals. We'd bring them back. My business partner was in Nevada. He would do all of the warm weather chameleons and breed them and establish captive breeding program. And I would do all the montane cold weather species. And we established a lot of chameleons here in the United States.
How old were you when
Yeah.
you did this?
Oh, I started when I was 13 and did it. I did it.
What in God's name is happening?
Just a normal 13-year-old thing to do. Stealing
I
chameleons
picture
from
him with
Madagascar.
like an Indiana hat going into like the jungle in the
Like,
Amazon.
Like
pulling
as
out-
a 13-year-old, you're like, I really like chameleons. I'm gonna establish trade routes with people
Lois and Clark.
who go to
Poachers in
Madagascar
Madagascar.
and steal chameleons.
It's not stealing. We bought them from the collectors
Who stole them?
and they
then-
had permits.
Oh bullshit! They had
permits.
Joe, don't
Listen,
give me
Madagascar-
that. You said they took them in pillowcases.
Yes, they were independent reptile collectors that had all of their
Yeah,
permits.
something, Joe.
That's all I know.
There- you know what, Joe? There's
Yeah.
another thing that guy's writing down for when you run for office.
Yeah, he was a
But,
chameleon
like-
stealer.
Like how could like as a 13-year-old you're
Yeah.
doing that? How can somebody like that guy, for example, call Joe stupid? But as a 13-year-old, he was able to establish trade routes with people in Madagascar to get him chameleons.
Yes,
Like, but Joe, yeah, you're uneducated and you're stupid.
absolutely.
That does not make any sense.
Mhm.
Like, that is how can you, as an academic who went to nice schools and knows more than everybody else, Joe, you're uneducated and half of the things that come out of your mouth are just stupid.
I would
It's like,
back.
dude,
I-
suck my ass.
I would.
Oh my God,
Here's
suck
the
my
thing:
ass.
that guy came on our show. He would crumble.
Cry.
He would crumble.
Cry.
He
He's
would
hiding.
storm out because he's a freaking
Yeah.
little bitch.
Yeah, for sure. And I've told him that, like, if I ever see you to your face, I'm going to tell you what I really think because you and I both know I'm not allowed to say what I want to say to you on Facebook.
he would
Like-
crumble.
Yeah.
Crumble.
If I ever see you, number one, I probably wouldn't recognize you. But if
Yeah,
I did
no.
recognize you, I'd go right up. He's like, "What are you going to do?" I'm like, "I go right up to you and tell you how I really feel." And I'd call him, "You're such a little fucking bitch because you know that Joe is never going to respond to you in a
Yeah.
rude way because Joe's nice, and you just take advantage of that because you're a giant pussy.
You know what's funny?
Giant pussy.
This
Yeah.
happens all the time too. Is these guys on Facebook, these people like that guy.
Yeah.
They act all big and tough.
Yeah.
Right? All big and tough.
And it's like they'll never do it to me or you, but they do it to Joe
Right.
because Joe's nice.
But even people that come out, like
You're
come after us
such
and say they're going to do every time,
puss.
eventually they see Isaac and I in public, they don't do anything and
No,
they don't.
they just
and
cower.
they crumble and they cower and they run because they're afraid. They're bitches.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And Isaac and
It's
I.
like the reason you're doing that in the comment section
Yeah.
of somebody that's not going to combat you in any way, shape, or form is because you're that way. You're a weak, soft, scared little human, and you know Joe's not going to say anything to you, so you're just going to call him all kinds of mean names and say he's uneducated and all this stuff. That's not true. But Joe's never going to combat you. You're
people,
just a little
It's just-
bitch.
It always makes me laugh how people see us in public and they never do anything and they just crumble.
Well, that's what I love about you guys is you will never say anything that you wouldn't say to someone's face.
Right.
You're the
100%.
same
Right,
people
right.
no matter where you're at.
100%.
Whatever.
And,
yeah.
and here's the thing: like if you're being a rude asshole, yeah, I'm gonna. If I see you in public, I'm gonna. You're an asshole. I think you're rude. I think all these things.
100%.
But like if I don't know who you are, I'm not gonna be disrespectful to you and be an asshole to you if I'm talking to you in public and I don't.
Never.
No, never. I would never.
Says
be
the
mean to
guy
anybody.
who depicts Joe as a chihuahua. The chihuahua is perfectly fitting. And
Listen,
Joe,
these guys are like my brothers, and that's what brothers do is they make fun of your racist tendencies and your likeness to a small
And
dog.
if anybody like, and here's the thing:
Did you
I
see-
pick on Joe and I pick on BJ all the time too. I would go to war. If anybody ever messed with me,
And I know this.
I would
I
go to
absolutely
war.
Did you see
know.
the Quaker stick, the Cracker Barrel one I made with us?
yes,
Where
yes,
you're riding- Joe's always riding on my back as the bulldog. Always riding on me
For
because I'm going
sure.
to carry Joe out
for
of there.
sure.
Can we talk about Cracker Barrel before we go?
Yeah.
What do you think of that whole thing?
We talked about this the other day, but I think it's stupid from a marketing perspective. I think it's dumb.
Wait, you think it's dumb to change it?
Yeah, I think it's dumb.
Why?
Purely
why are they-
from a culture standpoint, we have gone. If you look at just Joe can Google this
Do
too.
they
If you look at
the
all
old
logos,
one is racist? Like, I don't understand why they changed it.
because all logos since the 2000s have slowly gone towards the more clean and
Very simple.
very simple but like really tight logos and
When we
like
started,
words and fonts.
yeah, when we started originally, we had just the MLO version all red.
Right.
We've gone the other direction where we have a
Right.
bulldog now.
But that's what's
Right.
starting to happen is you're coming out of that culture of like McDonald's, for example. Remember the golden arches and it was all funky colors
Right, right.
and it's going to like gray, millennial gray
Yeah.
and whites and just very clean. Culture has gone, and cars are another perfect example. It's gone from all these different colors in like
To
the
just
70s and
black,
80s
gray,
to
and
black,
red.
gray, and white.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So over time, it's gone. But now what's starting to happen is like the 70s and 80s are coming back, and themes are starting to go more towards like the crazy side, stand out.
right.
Cracker Barrel was at the very, very end of that culture adjustment of making
They
a
just
clean.
did it though.
They just did it. That's why there's so much pushback because people are tired and fed up of these companies converting to just a plain simple
Was
thing.
it-
It's like stand out. Stop being
Why
this
were they
like
saying it was woke?
communistic-
Why were they saying it was woke? They made it woke?
because
I
you
didn't-
got rid of the cracker and the barrel.
Well, and the lady
You got rid of
who's-
the white guy sitting in the chair and the barrel.
the
Wait,
on your logo.
marketing.
Wait, hold on. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's the Cracker Barrel?
No, but I'm just saying.
No.
That's what the black folks were saying.
Kidding.
You got rid of
the
the cracker.
and they got the barrel.
Yeah, you got rid of the white guy
I'm
sitting in
not
the
gonna
rocking
lie,
chair.
I never made that connection.
Right.
It's very thinly veiled. Very.
What is the barrel? What, like, it's just a guy sitting in a chair.
I don't know, but then other people were like, they got rid of the whip because they got rid of the whip in the C too. Like I guess there's the letter like goes off to the.
Wait, what is
They got rid of the
happening?
whip too.
Cracker. Who was the guy in the Cracker Barrel logo?
I have no idea.
Guy
I don't know
in
the history of Cracker
logo.
Barrel.
Yeah, he
And
was the founder. He
That
was
was the founder?
Yeah. His name was
I
like
don't-
Ethan
The
or
Cracker
something.
Barrel guy is the old timer, a generic figure in the former logo, not a real person.
Oh.
Oh,
There you go.
Joe, you're such an idiot.
Despite customers' claims, the logo wasn't Uncle Herschel, the founder, Dan Evans' uncle.
Okay.
The figure was created by Bill Holey in 1972 to evoke nostalgia, though it was later mistakenly identified for the owner of the company. Here you go.
There you go.
Good job. Though this logo, along with the words "Old Country Store," was removed from recent rebrand. So it was just a logo. Who the
Well, the lady who is the marketing director, she's getting the heat because she is a liberal, and so that group is saying they're going to Bud Light the brand.
Here's the thing: with the internet and everything, everybody's so quick to make assumptions and never take a step back and be like, "Man, I could just be totally making this shit up," or "I could just be, I'm reading this article and it could all just be BS." You know, so quick to assume so many things. The right has assumed it's woke, and they're just going towards, getting rid of what was racist or whatever. But that's not the case at all. They just rebranded and made it more in the cultural times of now. And then the left is assuming, oh, the right's a bunch of racists, and they're getting rid of they're mad because it showed Southern values in that branding, and now they're changing it, and the right's upset because they're a bunch of racists. It's like, no, I think it was just a company rebranding, and I think they made the wrong choice. And I think people just subconsciously are like, I'm so tired of branding being so simple, and it needs to stand out more.
I think they're going to win at this. I think this is a good move.
Going to win?
Yeah, I think.
It looks like Golden Corral. I don't think it's a good marketing choice.
I'm going to Cracker Barrel because
so hold on,
but nothing to do with race. I just think the clean symbols are gone. I think you need to stand out more now.
Well, think your demographic is probably in their 70s, right? They're not going to be around forever. The younger people refer to that as not a place that they would go to.
No.
And
Their
how many before this
freaking
week?
rule,
When's
though.
the last time Cracker Barrel was even in the news? And when's the last time you said the word Cracker Barrel? So they're getting tons of exposure.
True.
The name being repeated thousands of times a day.
Right.
And now you open the brand up to a younger generation, and you get new customers. Out of it.
I almost think people are just looking.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
It's
And
like
I think both political parties try and fuel that assumption in order to make them make their team members hate the other side too.
Yep.
It's like somebody was reading it, like comparing it to remember they got rid of Aunt Jemima?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't even close to that.
Like as a little kid, I never once pictured Aunt Jemima as being like,
I loved her because she gave us delicious syrup.
right.
Not a racial
like,
stereotype.
No. And even if did she have black features? Yeah. But there wasn't a negative thought in my mind about that brand.
Right.
I just thought of pancakes and having a wonderful time. And whoever the hell Aunt Jemima even was, isn't that what she was trying to evoke, is happiness in eating delicious pancakes? I don't understand why. And if it's truly about race and you think it's a bad thing, if you want black representation, that's an iconic black representation that makes me think of happiness.
It's the same thing as the freaking football teams.
So
the football
what
teams.
I don't understand about the football teams and the baseball, like the Indians, for example, I just get this feeling that it wasn't Indian cultures or Native American cultures pulling the strings. It was middle-aged white women pulling the strings.
I agree with that.
That are working for marketing departments saying, we have to change this. What the Indians should have done is they should have said, pulled nothing, nobody but Native American cultures in Northeastern Ohio or in Ohio as a whole or anywhere in the area. No white people, no black people, Native Americans. Are you guys insulted? Yes or no? And just pulled them. Do you guys want us to change the logo? Yes or no? What do we change it to? Here are some options. What do you like best? Or should we change ourselves to a Native American tribe name or something? Because then that way, if we insulted them, or if the Cleveland Indians insulted them, then yeah, we'll change it. But you make the decision. If we insulted you, that's on us. But you tell us what you want, because we still want to represent you. We want to fix this. But no, they changed it to the Guardians.
Oh, this is good. I just pulled this up. Okay. So many Native American groups opposed it. Okay. They did a survey.
Did they poll poll Native Americans?
polling Native Americans in 2016 in the Washington Post for the Washington Redskins. 90% of the Native respondents were not offended.
Exactly.
Like, and I understand. Check the
90%
tests.
did not
Check
have-
the tests.
Yep.
Who took the polls? It's middle-aged white people who are offended by
Yeah.
this stuff. And like, check the polls, poll them, and if they are offended, I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to offend Native Americans. We destroyed their culture completely. Like, not me, but ancestors destroyed their culture completely. I get that. But poll them. We obviously don't matter. And we're changing it to the Guardians. You're getting rid of the Native American heritage that comes in the Cleveland Indians. The Cleveland Indians are called the Cleveland Indians because they had Native Americans on their team, and other teams are like, hey, we're playing the Indians.
Yep.
So that's awesome. Well, I don't know. It was probably derogatory. I don't know if the players were offended by it at the time, but like, keep that heritage then. And turn it into something good. It might be negative, but turn it into something good and keep the representation of Native Americans there. What do we have? Did we have Iroquois around here? Is that what was here before?
Googling.
That's a chat GPT.
Yeah.
What? I got it.
And
What
you changed it to the
Native
Guardians. They changed it to the
Americans-
Guardians because of the pillars that are outside leading into Cleveland on the bridge. And because Guardians, the end of DNs, is still the same.
I never knew that, by the way.
What?
Those Guardians were even there.
Me
until
neither. But now we're a bridge. Yeah, but you're getting rid of, just like Aunt Jemima, instead of keeping the black lady or the Native American people, the heritage of it, even if it might have been negative, correct the behavior and and keep that representation there.
We need to pull. DJ said pull Bulldogs to see if they're offended by the MLO bros. I'm going to say they probably are.
Right.
Okay, ready? Earliest inhabitants in the Youngstown area, Mahoning Valley, Youngstown area. Paleo Indians, 10,000 to 8,000 BC. Small bands of hunters following mastodons, caribou, and large game.
Right.
Evidence of the stone tools were found all across Ohio, including near the Mahoning River. Archaeatic cultures, more subtle groups, woodland period. Okay, I just want the freaking names of the Indians. Okay, the Adena and Hopewell cultures were important in Ohio. The Hopewell earthworks still exist near Newark and Chillicothe, but smaller.
Yeah, that's the snake.
Yep.
They don't even know how far back that goes.
Late prehistoric to ancient. This is 1000 AD to 69. These were the people were here just before the Europeans. It was they were considered ancestors of some of the historic tribes like the Shawnee.
Yes.
By 1600, pre-settler but contact era, the Iroquois were here, exerted influence to the northeastern Ohio during the Beaver Wars, displacing smaller groups.
Yeah.
The Shawnee, the Delaware, the Seneca, and the Wyandot were here. That's interesting.
Yeah. So then, like, I would pull Native American communities that are still here, indigenous people, whatever you want to call them. I'm not trying to insult anybody, but why don't you poll them and say, hey, do you want us to call ourselves the Iroquois? That would be cool. It still starts with an I, and it represents you, and we'll make it positive and we'll make it good. Is that what you want us to do? Because if it was insulting to you, we want to fix it, but we want to keep it. Like, I don't understand why you're completely removing that culture from it completely, because it's a really cool history. And yes, in history, humans are pieces of garbage. We are just terrible. We kill each other because we don't understand each other over and over and over throughout history. But you can take the good with the bad and learn from it and move forward. Like, everybody's always like, the Native Americans, we killed and wiped out all of them. Yeah, but they were all warring and they all hated each other.
Yeah, they were fighting too.
They were fighting amongst themselves. They hated each other. If they would have teamed up against us, they would have killed us.
Yeah.
But they didn't, because they didn't get along and they were constantly warring.
What was the movie?
So we've always been humans. And before the Native Americans that were here,
they were fighting.
there were Native American, or there were people that traveled across the land bridge that they think then came down into the Americas from like Russia, which is why the Native Americans have real high cheekbones, almost like Asian cheekbones, because they invaded and killed all the people that were here from before. So they invaded too. It's like, yes, humans suck, but you can take the good with the bad. Yes, our founding fathers had slaves, And yes, they were probably racist, but some of the principles and some of the ideas were really, really cool. So yeah, take the good with the bad and learn.
There was a movie, and I
can't just say all people who believe a certain way are pieces of crap. That's not right.
There was a great movie, and I forget. I'll have to find the clip about a general. They were talking with like, it wasn't Tecumseh, it was like Sitting Bull or somebody like that. And a general was talking to him, and Sitting Bull is like, it's like a negotiation. And Sitting Bull's like, you've come here, we want our land back. You've taken it with force.
Yeah.
And then this general goes into like, your people took it from these people. These people took it from those people. You know what I mean? And it's like people suck.
Yeah.
Like we suck.
We constantly try and take and take and take and take. Yeah.
Suck.
Nicholas says, my great grandfather was 100% Shawnee in the area, and I took no offense.
We got one vote.
Yeah, we have cousins that
100%.
We have cousins.
100%. Yeah, we got 100%. There you go.
Can't get better than that.
Polls closed. Bring back the Indians.
Right. But you can call them, you can rebrand them, you can call them something else. And like, I would lean into the culture. Like, hey, get with the Shawnee and have like in between innings, have them do like different cool things with the native culture. Like
they want
really
to get rid of the warrior
it.
chop too. Like the
Like I don't think that's the right idea.
Stuff.
You're doing what you're trying to avoid, which is totally whitewash everything. You know?
Yep. Yeah. Right. You're whitewashing.
You're whitewashing everything by eliminating
eliminating
it completely.
Yeah.
Like the Guardians isn't a Native American thing, and Aunt Jemima now it's the Pepperidge Mills or whatever. It's like you got rid of the black lady on the syrup that I loved.
So think about this. You know, and
I love that lady.
So you get rid of the Indians.
Yeah.
You get rid of Aunt Jemima. You get rid of all these things, right? Let's say my kids' they won't even talk about it. They won't talk about Indian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one of the reasons why when I think like growing up Indians, Cleveland Indians. You know what I mean? Like it'll be gone.
Yeah.
It'll be gone.
Yeah.
It won't even be thought of anymore.
And like just the
Uncle Ben's rice. Did they get rid of Uncle Ben's rice?
I think so. They got
Uncle
rid
Ben's
of him.
off the rice. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
off the rice.
Yep. Uncle Ben is gone.
Even if Uncle Ben, there was something racist that had to do with the foundation of Uncle Ben and they took advantage of him or whatever, keep the black man on the rice and educate people on what happened and say, this is the direction we're going, but keep the black guy on the rice. Like, why would you get rid of it?
Wait, I remember there was
that rice rule.
There was a Saturday Night Live skit. Did you ever see this?
I did, yes.
Like it was Chappelle. Chappelle was Uncle Ben. No, one of them was Uncle Ben. Who was Chappelle? And they bring in all these characters. Like Aunt Jemima, and they're getting rid of them.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like halfway through, Count Chocula walks in, and they're like, "You gotta go." And he's like, "Why?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm a chocolate guy."
Why are we letting middle-aged white people in the marketing department at Uncle Ben's make the decision? If you think that Uncle Ben is a racist figure, ask black people. Aunt Jemima, same thing. Ask black people if they want the black lady on the syrup or not. Why are we letting the middle-aged white people in the marketing department decide what happens?
Well, with all of our blemishes, like there are so many people that if you want to take aim at something they did wrong in the past, like Andrew Jackson, for instance,
anybody,
he did some good stuff and he's got some things or whatever.
And it happens so much in politics now where it's just exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
The left and the right do it. The left will be like, well, if you think that RFK is okay, you are a monster. RFK, like they're attacking who's Guardians of the Galaxy? Chris Pratt. They're attacking Chris Pratt right now. Chris Pratt in an interview said, I agree with RFK. I don't agree with everything RFK says, but I think that some of his ideas when it comes to taking the bad stuff out of the food is good. And you'll see all over social media, F Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt believes in RFK and RFK is killing people and all this. Chris Pratt's a terrible person. Like he just said, I don't agree with everything that RFK said, but some of the things he's doing with the food is right. It's like,
wow.
The just cutting people off and considering them monsters because they agree with something is just exhausting. It needs to stop.
Uncle Ben's right. Aunt Jemima, Land O'Lakes butter.
She was my favorite.
Native American lady.
Ripped it right off that.
Cream of wheat. Got rid of the black chef Rastus.
Yeah.
Mrs. Butterworth. Eskimo pies.
No way.
It is now called Eddie's Pies.
That's stupid.
Chiquita Banana. Chiquita has been removed. Sambo's Frito Bandito. You know what that is? He was a thing.
Yeah, from
Removed.
the 80s, they were low.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chicago Blackhawks removed. All kinds of Mr. Clean.
What they
Why?
Modernized early versions had exaggerated features like muscles, strength, and everything else like that.
that's going with the being a muscle-bound white guy. You are a Nazi.
Oh,
you are
And
a
a bald
skinhead.
head.
A skinhead.
Yeah.
Planners Mr. Peanut killed off in an ad campaign.
They literally were saying that weightlifting is like a skinhead thing. If you're in shape and you're a white guy, and you're lifting, you're a Nazi.
And you're bald.
You're neo-Nazi.
And you're bald.
Yeah. It all makes
Like
sense,
Sandra
Joe. It
Jackson.
all makes sense.
Joe's gonna come here tomorrow. They're gonna like 6 months.
But
Gonna
like,
walk in here
it's
like this.
just ridiculous.
I'm going to be
It's
Ed Norton.
Like walk in here.
Absolutely.
Put your mouth
it's
on
just
the curb.
it just goes back. It's uneducation. It's uneducation. The king of bodybuilding himself is a black guy. Ronnie Coleman, one of the best bodybuilders ever. Black dude, lightweight baby, absolutely ruled. And people just don't understand. They're just making assumptions. It's so sad.
The Taco Bell Chihuahua.
He's no longer?
They got rid of him because of a heavy Hispanic critique. Remember, you don't probably. That was
I say
probably-
bullshit.
remember
I think
the
it's white
Chihuahua.
women again.
Wow. Why are we so sensitive?
And
about it?
here's the thing. They're taking all this stuff away and changing everything. And the same thing that goes with like movies, and you're like, you take John Wick. Okay. Great movies with awesome actor. But who is the primary market for people going to see John Wick? Who is it? Men that are into badassery. The same people that like Terminator, the same people that liked Arnold in Predator, badass actors, guys want to go see that, right? They just made a movie and it bombed because they put a female lead in and said, "Oh, this is the new
Which
John
one?
Wick." John Wick. They put a female actor in.
That'll never work.
What you're doing, like you can say, "Oh, we're trying to make it more inclusive to females," but what you're doing from a marketing and advertising perspective is you are taking your entire customer base and insulting them, because all of these guys that want to go see a guy's movie with a bunch of like, that was your primary customer. And now you're putting a female in that role and you're expecting females to come out of the woodwork to come see this lady be a badass, when that's not what originally attracted your first consumer. And you're then it bombs and you say, why didn't anybody like it? Everybody's a bunch of sexist pigs. But it's like, that isn't what originally attracted your customer.
But that's not always true though, because do you watch Prey? Predator, the Prey
Yeah.
with the Indian girl.
That was fantastic.
Really good.
That was
and it
fantastic.
did really well. That was fantastic. That was
Yeah.
a really good one.
So
Right? I mean
that is true. That is, Prey was very good.
But the problem is
it can work if you do it correctly. That's not always the case.
But that's a little bit different though, because that was a separate story, separate movie, separate everything.
It was a very good original idea.
right.
Because the idea was, which is super cool for guys too, is you have what happens in ancient times with the Comanches in Texas,
Right.
when predators dropped
That was
into
good.
a
That was a-
warrior
that
culture
was a great
to
movie.
begin with. That's a sick idea.
Ghostbusters, the girl version was awful.
Yeah.
What was the
But
one
you're
with
doing
the
it-
casino?
you're doing it
where
just
they
to
robbed
do
the
it.
Casino.
Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11 with the girls. Terrible. They're just doing it to do it.
And that's not
Yeah, that's
it's
the
because
problem.
you're taking an original idea and just not standing out in any way, shape, or form. And Prey was able to continue to attract the original people who watched it, and it was good.
It's different when you just it. I think they underestimate the public, and the public knows they're doing it just to do it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right. And then the saddest thing is, like, after the customers that they the consumers that they originally attracted say, no, we don't like that, then they call them racists and sexists and insult the customers that originally supported them.
Yeah.
They have done that. Disney does that constantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, that's not a good move.
It's like they heard us say, a few of us saying Laura Croft is hot from Tomb Raider is hot, and decided to recast everything. Folks remove slavery from history books and use the term involuntary relocation. Yeah, see that.
Yeah, and it's like
crazy.
you can't remove slavery. You have to learn from it. So you have to teach it and say what was wrong about it and what people were acting like in the terrible shit they were saying.
You're getting into some Fahrenheit. What's a Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit 451, where you're removing history and changing history
intentionally.
Yeah.
So that people don't know. You have to know bad stuff happens so it doesn't happen again.
Right.
Like,
you have to learn from it. Yeah. And you have to tell the
You know,
kids,
like in Germany, they're not like, they don't talk about like the Nazis and stuff like that. They don't.
Nothing happened.
You're not
what happened? What happened in the 30s and 40s? Absolutely nothing.
like, do you know that they don't really talk about it?
Well, they talk about it and they teach it, but they don't like to bring it up.
I think it's illegal to have a swastika. In
probably a good idea for Germany. Probably a good idea for Germany.
Why
The Giver? What's
The Giver? The Giver is another good one.
What's the
The Giver?
Orwell?
That's a great
Orwell
book.
wrote. What did he write?
Area 50 or not Area? Fahrenheit 51.
Yeah, it's everything's becoming very Orwellian, where it's like just take it off the table, burn it, and it's interesting because both sides complain about censorship in their own way.
Yeah.
But
wait, so was Fahrenheit? Did he do or he did Fahrenheit?
Wasn't he
1984?
1984,
where the government's
Yes.
always watching.
Yeah.
That's another
Big
good
Brother's
book,
always
too.
watching.
That's a great book. He also did War of the Worlds, which is another. I love War of the Worlds because of the symbolism throughout the entire.
Those
It's
who
fantastic.
ignore history are doomed to repeat it.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do it. You can't do it. And at the same breath, I'd also like to say those who continually would just want to save historic buildings suck. That's my quote. For back to the library thing. Sorry, that drives me crazy. All right, we're at 10:50.
Oh wow,
that was fast. Go ahead, give her speech.
Hey everybody,
I gotta
thank you
go.
so much
I
for-
got a stupid kid stuff.
Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed it, go down below, give us a like, give us a follow. Thanks for calling in, everybody who did that. And
can we talk about poop again on Friday?
No,
No,
we
no
are
more
loan
poop.
officers. We are real estate agents. We can finance your house. We can help
How
you buy a
about
house.
sex?
We can sell your house.
Sex is always good.
Okay, good.
If you need to start a podcast, Joe, down here in downtown Youngstown Studio, will hook you up. He'll get you set up. You can talk on a podcast just like this and tell the world about how awesome you are and how dumb the MLO bros are. But yeah, we will see you next time. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for listening to this show on Youngstown Studio. This is original Youngstown content. Feel free to share our videos and tell your friends about us. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and